Caitlin Clark's highly anticipated WNBA preseason debut may be delayed, as the Indiana Fever recently shared some concerning news regarding their star player. Just hours before their first preseason game against the Washington Mystics, the team revealed that Clark is dealing with a leg issue, raising doubts about her availability. The discomfort in her left leg has led to her being listed as questionable for the game at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Saturday. The matchup was set to be a major event, with Clark set to make her debut in front of her new home crowd, and it was scheduled to be nationally televised on NBA TV. Fans across the country were eagerly awaiting the moment when Clark, one of the most highly touted rookies in recent WNBA history, would take to the court for the first time. Now, they may need to wait a little longer before witnessing the debut of the player who has already sparked so much excitement around the league. While the Fever have been tight-lipped about the specifics of Clark's injury, there is some hope to hold on to. Clark participated in Friday's practice, and from the footage available, it appeared she was moving without any major limitations. This suggests that the injury might not be as severe as initially feared. However, the Fever aren't taking any risks, especially with such high expectations surrounding the team this season. It's clear they are prioritizing Clark's long-term health over rushing her into action too soon. Clark's importance to the team cannot be overstated. Selected number 1 overall in the 2024 WNBA draft following a record-shattering college career at Iowa, Clark's arrival has brought new energy to the Indiana franchise. She's already captured national attention and elevated the team's profile, generating excitement among fans in Indianapolis and beyond. But as with any rookie transitioning to the professional level, managing her physical health during this adjustment period is essential. Veteran Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell spoke about the importance of recovery, especially for younger players like Clark. "I think recovery is everything," Mitchell shared. "If you're in tune with your body, you know what you need. The young ones, especially Caitlin, hopefully they take that to heart and focus more on being in tune with their bodies this year." It's clear that Mitchell's advice comes from a place of experience, and the Fever are hoping Clark will heed that advice as she navigates the demands of her first WNBA season. As the Fever head into their preseason schedule, the question of Clark's readiness will be a key focus. Her absence could test the team's depth and highlight how well the roster has been built around her. Indiana made significant moves in the offseason, including the acquisitions of Natasha Howard and Dewana Bonner, with head coach Christy Sides vocal about the team's renewed competitive approach. However, without Clark, who is not only the team's offensive centerpiece, but also the public face of the franchise, it's uncertain how the Fever will find their offensive rhythm early in the season. Looking ahead, the Fever will play again on Sunday in Iowa City, where Clark could potentially return to the court in front of her hometown fans. And the game against Brazil's national team would serve as an emotional and symbolic homecoming for Clark, but only if her health permits her to play. If she's not ready, it will undoubtedly be a disappointment for the fans who were hoping to see their new star shine on familiar turf. For now, the situation remains fluid, with all eyes on the medical updates. Fans, teammates, and the entire WNBA community are holding their breath, hoping that this is just a minor setback for Clark, a small obstacle in what is expected to be a long and prosperous career. As the season progresses, the Fever's ability to succeed without their star player will likely provide insight into the team's overall depth and just how ready the rest of the roster is to step up in Clark's potential absence. But regardless of whether she takes the court right away, there's little doubt that Caitlin Clark's presence will continue to loom large over the season, with the hopes of Fever fans everywhere resting on her shoulders. The anticipation surrounding Caitlin Clark's WNBA debut has been palpable for months. After an extraordinary career at Iowa, where she shattered records and led the Hawkeyes to the brink of a national championship, Clark's transition to the professional stage had everyone buzzing. Her competitive spirit, combined with her scoring ability, court vision, and leadership, made her the consensus #1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. It's easy to see why the Fever had so much hope riding on her arrival. She wasn't just a player to fill a roster spot. Clark was expected to be the catalyst for the franchise's revival. Her performances on the court had already captured the imagination of fans, and the Fever were poised to build around her as their cornerstone piece. However, the road to the professional ranks is rarely smooth, and the reality of injuries is part of the game. While Clark's leg issue may seem like a setback, the Fever are wise to take every precaution, especially early in the season. Rushing her back could have long-term consequences, and with so much talent surrounding her, there's no need to push her into action prematurely. The Fever have built a strong supporting cast that can help carry the load while Clark gets the rest and recovery she needs. The experience of players like Kelsey Mitchell and the added depth with veterans like Natasha Howard and DeWanna Bonner gives the team a solid foundation to weather the early games without their rookie star. At the same time, it's clear that the Fever will need Clark's unique skills as soon as possible. Her ability to run the offense, hit clutch shots from beyond the arc, and create opportunities for her teammates is something that sets her apart from other rookies. Without her, the team might face early growing pains as they try to find offensive chemistry. Her presence on the court not only boosts the team's performance, but also raises their overall confidence. Without Clark leading the charge, it may take some time for the Fever to find their rhythm and establish the dynamic style of play they hope to display throughout the season. While there's no doubt that the Fever are prepared to compete with or without Clark, the fact remains that the franchise has invested heavily in her future. It's clear that management, coaches, and even her teammates view Clark as the face of the team for the foreseeable future. This means that protecting her health and making sure she's fully ready to contribute long-term is their top priority. There's no need to rush her into the action if there's any risk of exacerbating the injury. Instead, they'll be looking for the right balance, giving Clark the time she needs to heal while ensuring the team stays competitive in her absence. If the Fever can stay afloat without her and then unleash her when she's fully recovered, they could be a formidable force come playoff time. For Fever fans, this situation is undoubtedly frustrating, but it also provides a glimpse into the team's future. As the 2024 season kicks off, the spotlight will remain on Clark, and when she's finally cleared to play, her impact will be immediate. But even in her absence, the Fever are showing that they are more than just one player. They are a deep, competitive team with veterans and rookies alike ready to step up and contribute. In the coming weeks, as Clark's recovery progresses, the Fever will have the opportunity to show just how much they've grown as a collective unit. And once Clark does take the court, her debut will likely be one of the most highly anticipated moments in recent WNBA history. The journey to get there might be bumpy, but the payoff could be well worth the wait. As the Fever move forward with their preseason and the uncertainty surrounding Caitlin Clark's availability looms, the situation serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of professional sports. Despite this initial setback, Clark's future remains bright, and the Fever have the right pieces in place to weather the storm. Whether she's sidelined for a few games or back on the court sooner than expected, the team's deep roster and seasoned leadership will help fill the void. The Fever's long-term vision remains intact, and this is just one hurdle in a season full of potential. The real story is how Clark's presence will elevate the team once she's fully healthy, and how her journey will intertwine with the franchise's quest to return to championship contention. In the meantime, the Fever and their fans will remain hopeful that Clark's recovery is swift and successful. As one of the most exciting prospects to come into the WNBA in recent years, the anticipation for her full-fledged debut continues to grow. When she finally hits the court, it will not only mark a milestone for her, but a turning point for the Fever franchise as well. It's clear that Caitlin Clark's impact will extend far beyond just one game. Her talent, leadership, and ability to inspire will play a central role in shaping the Fever's future. Until then, everyone involved with the team, from management to the fans, will be eagerly awaiting her return, knowing that the best is yet to come.